Okay, 4.3, very similar to 4.2, but this time we have the multiplication property of inequality. Both sides of an inequality may be multiplied or divided by the same positive non-zero value without changing the value of the inequality. And the reason they say non-zero is because if you divide by a zero, then you have no solution. Okay, so in looking at example 1, we're going to do examples 1, 3, and 5 together, and then you're going to do 2, 4, and 6 on your own. So example 1, this is just like an equation. Imagine there's an equal sign there and you solve it just the same. We're going to divide both sides by 2. And you have x is greater than 2. And then you graph it, just like we did on the previous 2 lessons. Okay. So when I graph this, I have an open circle above 2. Since x is less than, I will go into the less than direction to the left. Got it? Can you put that away, please? Okay, put it away. Okay, example 3. What happens when we divide by a negative? You switch the signs. Okay, so x is no longer greater than, but it is less than -6. So put a -6 where my graph is. That's kind of small. And I can open circle.
Divided by the first one.
Oh, my arrow is in the wrong direction here.
Yeah, I know.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's do this last one. I put this on here because students tend to make a mistake here when they're dividing. The only time you flip the sign is if your denominator is a negative. Just because this one is a negative does not mean that you flip the sign. Yeah. Flip this sign? You wouldn't flip it because you're dividing by a positive. You only flip it if you're dividing by a negative.
I thought you were flipping when you were divided by I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going quickly because I know this is review. So what I want you to do on your own is example 2, 4, and 6. Okay, go ahead and check 2, 4, and 6. Make sure you were correct. Or make sure I'm correct. Are there any questions on this one? Okay, let's flip it over. Wait. Okay, I'll wait. Okay. Okay, so just more practice on this side. This time, though, we have fractions.
It's cool.
Teachers, you send your 6th graders to have their pictures made to the library conference room now. Thank you.
Okay, so we have 1/2 x is less than 5. Do you remember how to figure out how to isolate your x here, Morgan? What do we have to do to both sides? No. Multiply by 2. Okay, so we end up with x is less than 10. Yes, yes. And so then we place a 10 here and we're going to graph it. X is less than. Okay.
This is really.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. All right, we're going to do the left side together and then you can do the right side on your own. So let's go down to 9. This time we're multiplying by a negative, which means we're going to flip our sign. So I'm going to multiply by a -3/2 on both sides. Okay. And so I can cross simplify. And you should get x is greater. Oh, I didn't flip my sign. You're right. I did not flip my sign. Thank you, Adrian. It's less than -6. Okay, now that's kind of switched around, you have your X on the left or the right side, so we are going to divide both sides by a -2. Okay, and we have +7/2 is, we have to flip our sign, is less than X, and then I'm gonna flip that around. Okay. X is greater than 7/2, or you could say 3 1/2, right? Okay, so I'm going to place a 3 and a 4 right here. And I have an open circle in between, and X is greater. And the last one we're going to do together, 6x minus 4x gives us a 2x. So -8 is greater than 2x. Then we divide both sides by 2. And you get -4 is greater than X, or X is less than -4. And then I will,
What is mentioned when they complete this one when you sound.
okay, hold on one second.
Teachers, this is the last call for picture.
Okay, go ahead and check examples 8 through 14. Guess I could have checked them here. Oh, this one's arrows going in the wrong direction. It's greater than or equal to. Okay, any questions? All right, that concludes lesson 4.3.